So today I have for you a stationery haul. It's a pretty huge stationery haul because it's what did my hair just do? Because it's things that I have bought throughout the past 2 months, things I got for Christmas, so it's a lot of stuff, but I thought you guys would be interested in seeing. I love a stationery haul, and obviously I've started bullet journaling, so it's all the supplies that I've got for that. So yeah, my last video I had red hair, now I have blue hair apparently. Like genuinely, what is this? Some of it's gone pink, other bits have gone blue. It was a red washout dye and I put it on bleached blonde hair, so I don't know if that was a silly thing to do, but it's gone blue. So ignore that. So like I said, I've started bullet journaling, and a lot of this stuff I have bought for bullet journaling, so I shall just get straight into it. We'll start with the notebook I use for bullet journaling. This is a Leuchtturm1917 journal. I watch a lot of bullet journaling videos, and these are the journals that people tend to use. I used to have an orange one, but I decided to get a purple one because purple's my favourite colour, and I got the dotted one, so the pages are dotted. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, hopefully it'll focus. But yeah, the pages are dotted. Depending on where you purchase your book from, generally they are somewhere between £11 and £17. I know that's quite like a broad number, but it really depends which one you get, which colour you get, when you get them, where you get them from, and that sort of thing. I got mine for Christmas off my mum, but I would definitely link it in the description for you because I know that she got it from Amazon. So yeah, I will link it for you, but I love this journal. It's thick and really good quality and lovely. And then I also bought myself one of these little things to go in the back. It was quite expensive for what it is. I think it was like £2.50, and it is literally just a little loop that you can put a pen in. I will give you an example. Here is a pen, and you just put it in and it stays in there, and yeah. It just comes like this, and this bit is plastic and you stick it in. Apologies for my nails, I've been chipping all of my nail polish off. But yeah, this is the journal I use for bullet journaling, and I really love it. So two other notebooks that I wanted to show you guys are both from Tiger. One of them is mine, one of them is for my sister. They're both the same but different colours, so we got a different colour each. And it is these. Now, as you can tell, they are literally beautiful. This one's mine, the pink one is my sister's. I will give you a little close-up of what the pink one looks like. It's very reflective, as you can tell, but yeah, it is so pretty. It just has like a holographic glitter going through it. Really hard to show you guys, but it's so nice. And then I got the blue one, exactly the same, but blue, and the inside isn't that great quality really. It's just lined, and like I said, yeah, it's not amazing quality, but it was really good because these were only £2 each. I saw these straight away and thought they were amazing. They're really squishy. Like you can kind of see when I go like this, they're really squishy. I thought they were amazing, and I looked at how much they are and saw that they were £2. So I decided to get both, and obviously my sister was with me, so she got the pink and I got the blue. They also have the dividers in, like the Leuchtturm journal does, so that you can kind of find out what page you left off at. And yeah, I think they're amazing for £2. We have a Flying Tiger by us. I think it's pretty much the same as normal Tiger, but it's called Flying Tiger. Yeah, so I got those. Another thing I also got from Tiger is this mixing palette. So I love using paint in my bullet journal and also my Wreck This journal. For my February spread, I'm definitely going to be using watercolours instead of colouring pencils. So I got this to mix my paints in because I have big acrylic paints and I have nothing to mix them in. So I got one of these, and I think it was £1. I'll give you a little close up, but it's basically just a standard paint mixing palette in the shape of a flower. I just thought I would grab that for £1. I do also really love watercolours as well, but I already have like a little watercolour set, so that already has its own place to mix your colours, if you know what I mean. But this is for the acrylic paints that I have, and I'm really excited to use those. Okay, the next couple of things I wanted to show you are tape. Electrical tape. So a bit random, but you can get a pack of electrical tape in the pound shop for £1. I got these from Poundland, and look at all the colours that they come in. So yes, this tape is a lot more difficult to work with than washi tape, but it's so affordable. So if you just want some coloured tape for your journal, these literally cost me £1 for all of these, and I use the white and black tape all the time. The coloured ones are very coloured, so unless they match your theme perfectly, then I don't think you'll get as much use out of those. But if you want colourful tape, instead of going out and spending like £2.50 on one little roll of washi tape, these are really great, and you can get them from most pound shops. I am definitely a person who is on a budget, so this sort of stuff is really good for me. And when I saw this, I definitely wanted to tell you guys about it. The next thing I wanted to show you guys is my label maker. So this is a Dymo label maker, and it is what I used. Where's my bullet journal gone? For the front of my journal, and also for a lot of the titles inside, which you guys will know. Titles like this, I used my label maker for, and I really love it. It's another thing that I got for Christmas off my mum. She also got me some refills for it in black. You can get them in red and blue from the proper Dymo ones. Don't know if you can get other colours, I'm sure you can. But I really love the way this looks. I just think it looks so cool, and it saves me having to make a ton of mistakes trying to make my titles look really pretty when I can just use this instead. It's very like plasticky and kind of, you know, retro. It's not exactly a modern appliance, but I really love the way it looks. I will give you a little close-up. So basically it has a dial, and you twist the dial to pick which letter you want, and the letter you want comes up here, and then when you're on the right letter you just pull the lever, and then it imprints on the refill inside the letter that you want, and then you keep going, and then you cut it off when you're done, and then it prints it out, and it's sticky. These are sticky, so you can peel the back off and then stick it on, and they're really, really sticky as well. And yeah, I just think they're so cool. I think these are around 10 to 15 pounds, and then these are actually really expensive. A pack of 3 of these are like £10 in WH Smith, so I would definitely recommend having a look online for these at a cheaper price, because I saw them in WH Smith the other day and it was £9.99 for 3 of these, which is a little bit pricey, but they do last ages. I've had one in here and I haven't even got halfway through it yet, and I've used it for my journal, I've used it for other things, so yeah, they do last. So then I guess it's not too expensive, but it just seems a lot for 3 little reels like this. So I would definitely recommend. I really love using this. So the next thing I have is also from Tiger, and it is this jar. I use this jar to keep all of my felt tip pens in. I use the Crayola Supertips felt tip pens. I have the 50 pack. Oh, they're going everywhere. And I really, really love them. They're really good and they don't bleed through the page too much. And you get the biggest array of colours ever. I think I paid around £7 for this pack from like Tesco or something like that. So they are fab, and I bought this jar from Tiger. It was £3, I believe, and it is like a proper ceramic jar. I just saw it and thought it was a perfect sort of size for these pens, because they're really thick pens and there's a lot of them. So most like jars, like this one for example that I have from IKEA, don't fit loads of pens like this in. So I saw this one in Tiger and I purchased it, and like I said, I think it was around £3. They had another colour as well, which I think was green, but I went for the blue one. So yeah, I really like that, and you've got to have a pretty place to store your pens. I know a lot of people say you should store them that way up because it makes them last longer, like they won't dry out as quickly. I'm just going to bring these bits of hair down here because that's where they want to be. But yeah, I store mine in cups because I think they look really pretty, and I don't really have a cool way of storing them that way yet. I don't have any storage. So I'm keeping them like this, and I really like this jar. The next thing is also another jar, and this one was from Matalan. It was in their sale for £1.50, and I just thought it looked really, really pretty and really wide, and I thought it would be great to store some pens in. And I keep like all of my pens in this, like all of my random pens and biros, fine liners, and that sort of thing. I keep them all in here. Sorry about the annoying rattling sound. So yeah, I really love this. They still have their sale on, so you'll still be able to get this, I think. I don't think I'll be able to find it online though. They have quite a few in there. So yeah, really pretty, and I think they look quite nice together. I used to have like all matching jars, and I went off that idea, and I want really unique ones like this. So this is the kind of look I'm going for, and I really like these too. So now everything else I have to show you today is pens. The first thing I have to show you is these. They are the Stabilo, I think that's how you pronounce it, Stabilo highlighters, and they are the pastel ones. I've had my eye on these for ages, but they were so expensive when they first came out. A recurring theme in this haul is definitely that things can be really expensive. For stationery, which you can obviously get really, really cheap in places like the pound shop and stuff, it's kind of annoying when you have to spend a lot on it, but really if you are doing something like bullet journaling on a daily basis and you really like drawing and writing like I do, then investing in some good stationery is really nice, and I love to treat myself to nice stationery. But sometimes it can be a little bit painful to fork out like £10 on a set of highlighters. Leave me a comment below if you feel the same. It's not that I don't want to or that I think they're overpriced. I don't think they're overpriced. I just think they're a little bit expensive and it's difficult to spend my money on them. But I didn't get these because, like I said, I just thought they were a bit too pricey at the time. But then on Christmas Day, I opened these from my mum and I was like, Mum, I didn't know you were getting these. And she's like, yeah, I saw them and I thought you'd like them. And I was so happy because I really wanted these. I know, it's a bit sad getting excited over highlighters, but they are just the pastel coloured ones in this big set that we actually get 2 yellows and 2 pinks. I don't really know why, I guess because they're the most used ones. But you also get a purple, a blue, a mint and an orange. The only problem I have with these is if you go over too many times, they do bleed through the page quite a bit, but the colours are so pretty, so it's just one of those things where you have to be really careful. But I love the colours and I really like how good quality they are. These are those ones that like the teacher would always have at school and you'd be really jealous. They look like this, and yeah, I'm super happy that I have these and they are really, really good. Something else I thought I would just briefly mention is, as you guys know, if you watch my bullet journal videos, I like to do little drawings every month. And the colouring pencils that I use are these ones from WH Smith. I will give you a little up close shot of them, but you tend to get them in different size packs and you get a ton of colours. I have one of the bigger packs. I don't think I have the biggest one though. And they're just really, really good quality. They're quite affordable actually. They're definitely less than £10, or they might be exactly £9.99 or something like that for the pack that I have. But yeah, I always rebuy these when these ones get a little bit stubby, and they've had them for years. I've always used these since I was in school, and I always use them for bullet journaling, so yeah, definitely recommend those. So some more things I have purchased are the Signo Uni-ball gel pens. So I actually got these 3 ages ago. I got them from Paper Chase. I have the copper one, a pink metallic one, and the silver one. I absolutely love this copper one. I use it a lot. I really like the pink one as well, and the silver one is just your regular silver gel pen really. But these are such good quality. There's a lot of gel pens that you can buy from like the pound shop and stuff like that, and I love gel pens. They're so fun to write with and they're so cute. They look really nice when you're doing like different spreads and things. But if they're not very good quality, it can be really annoying because when you sort of are drawing, it just stops working for a minute and you have to go over it again, and it can just be really irritating. But I find that with these ones, they're so good. They're so like thick, and you know, sometimes they can be really thin and hit and miss or whether it's actually going to draw on your page. These ones you never have a problem with. The colours are really lovely and I love them. And I was after a white gel pen to cover up mistakes, because that was a really cool thing that I saw in some videos, that people were using a white gel pen to go over little mistakes that they've made in their fine liners. So I went and bought this, which is a Pilot white gel pen. It's the Pilot 07 white gel pen, if you're wondering. And I bought this because I couldn't find the Signo one anywhere and it just wasn't very good. And I was like, oh, I thought this was supposed to be like the best thing ever, using a gel pen. Everyone was doing it in their videos and I thought it looked really good, and it just wasn't working for me, and I was so stressed. So I was like, maybe it is the gel pen, even though this one was a decent, like it was the same price as the Signo ones and it looked really decent. It just wasn't doing the job. So I went on Amazon, and I didn't really want to buy this off Amazon because I was like, I'm just gonna buy like one pen off Amazon. So it felt a bit silly, and it was like gonna take a few days to come, and I was like, I don't really want to buy it off Amazon. Like I said, I went looking for one and got the Pilot one. But then I just decided I'd just get this one off Amazon, and then I've started using it and it's actually so good. I don't know why I'm going out of focus. I think it's because I'm flicking these around. But yeah, it's actually really good. It feels so strange talking to you about how like amazing gel pens are, but if you are a stationery obsessed like me, you'll get it. But yeah, the white one is so good. Definitely get the white one if you are bullet journaling, because it's so good to correct mistakes with. I really like these. This Pilot one isn't terrible. It's just not as good as the Signo one. The next things I wanted to show you are these. These are my favourite fine liners ever. I love these so much. They come in loads of different sizes. Oh, I didn't even say what they were. They're the Pigma Microns, and they look like this. I will give you a close-up. They look like this, and they come in lots of different sizes. So there's 005, 01, 02, 03, 05 and 08. I will link the pack that I got below. I can't remember how much they were. They weren't too bad of a price considering they're really good quality, and I use them all the time. So they weren't too bad of a price. Yeah, I got mine off Amazon, so I will link them below. I use these every day. I love them. My favourite ones are 08 and 01. They're the ones I use the most. 08 is really thick and just really good for outlines and headers and stuff like that. Just love it. And 01 is the one that I use for writing. It's not too thin. Like the 005 is super thin, and I've even made it quite blunt from using it so often because it was so thin it couldn't really take it. So it's sort of gone a bit flat now. But 01 and 08 are my favourites. I really love these. If you're getting into bullet journaling, I would definitely recommend getting these to start you off with. They're really good. I purchased those quite a while ago, but I was waiting for them to come, and I really wanted to get a nice fine liner to use in the meantime because it was going to take a week and a bit for them to come. So I went in WH Smith and picked up the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist pen in extra small, and this one is also really good. But again, it's one of those ones that it's going quite blunt because it's so thin that when you start to use it, it kind of just blunts down a little bit, and that's really annoying. It is such good quality though as well. I can imagine that a pack of the Pitt Artist pens, the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist ones, would also be just as good as the Pigma ones because the quality is pretty much exactly the same, and I really like this one as well. If you're wondering, the extra small is around the same size as 005. So something else I wanted to briefly touch on while we are talking about stationery is these. These are the Staedtler, is that how you pronounce it? Staedtler? If you are big into stationery like I am, you know which ones I mean. These are the kind of fine liners that they just sell everywhere. These sell everywhere, like every supermarket. And they are really, really good. I really like them. But when it comes to the Leuchtturm journal that I have, they go through the page quite a bit. The lighter ones don't so much, like the yellow, blue, and the pale green, the orange. They're alright. They tend to be fine. But these colours are just go through the page quite a bit. I used to use the black one all the time when I was first starting out bullet journaling, like last September, because it was the only black fine liner I had, and I just had to press so lightly with it, and I don't know, I've massively blunted it out. You probably can't see, but I wouldn't really recommend these for bullet journaling basically. I would recommend them in general, like maybe for taking notes at school or college or uni or whatever, because that's what I used to use them for when I was at uni, and I really, really like them for that because they're really good, last for ages and that sort of thing. But I just wouldn't recommend them for bullet journaling in a Leuchtturm journal. That's the only journal I've used, so that's the only one I can speak for, but they do bleed through the page a little bit. Like I said, I've had them for ages. I just wanted to let you guys know my thoughts on them. The next thing I have isn't actually a pen, but I keep it in my pen pot, so I forgot about it. But it is this. This is a Tipp-Ex tape pen. I can't really remember what the exact word is. It's called a exact liner. And it is basically Tipp-Ex tape, and if you kind of drag it across a mistake, it puts Tipp-Ex on your page, but it's like Tipp-Ex and tape mixed together. I really didn't know what to expect when I bought it, but everyone was talking about it, and I make mistakes a lot. So I thought I would give it a go, and I've purchased it on Amazon again. I will link it below. I'll link everything I can in the description, probably on Amazon because that's the cheapest place you can get stuff really. So yeah, I wasn't really sure what to expect when this came. I was just excited because I knew that everybody said it's really great for covering up mistakes, and after using it, I don't dislike it. I do really like it. It definitely covers up mistakes. It's easy to use, but it's not as good quality as I thought it was going to be. It was quite expensive for what it is, and it kind of tears off really easily, like bits of it tear off. And you can't get like a perfectly straight line. It always goes off in an angle. If anybody else has got this, let me know if you've noticed that as well. It always goes off in an angle and it really annoys me. And you definitely can't write back over the top of it in fine liner because it just tears. Biro, yes, once it's dried, Biro you can write back over it perfectly and it's fine. But fine liner, not so much. It just tears it, unless it's a really thick one and you press really lightly. But if it's a thin, sharp one, then no, it'll just tear. But I do like it, and if it was a little bit cheaper I would have really liked it, but considering how much I paid for it, I just feel a little bit disappointed. But it does cover up mistakes really well. But I guess it depends on how many mistakes you made and how often you have to use it, because I have to use it all the time because I make a lot of mistakes. So yeah, the very last two things I have to mention are the Tombow, I really don't know how you pronounce this word, it's such a difficult word to pronounce. Fudenosuke or Fudenosuke or something like that. I really, really want to get better at calligraphy, and I'd heard that these ones were really easy to use and looked really, really pretty and were really good quality. So I decided to get myself some. It took me ages to decide to buy them. They were in my basket for like a month or two, and then I finally thought, you know what, just get them, give them a go. And I've been using them a bit. I haven't really given them a good go yet, so I can't really give you a good review on them, but they're okay. They're really good quality, but they're not as easy to use as everyone said they were. I am a complete calligraphy noob. I cannot do calligraphy. I'm completely new to it. I'm starting out. It's really hard, so I wouldn't say these are for beginners. But they're really good quality, and I'm sure when I've gotten a little bit better at it, I will definitely use these a lot more. But yeah, they're not as easy to use as everyone says they are. So that is everything in my stationery haul today. I really hope you enjoyed. I hope I gave you a little bit of an insight into what I use for bullet journaling and stuff like that. And yeah, like I said, this is all stuff that I've bought over the past probably like 6 months altogether. But obviously some of it I got for Christmas, some of it I literally have bought in the last week. And I just thought you guys might like to know. I know I love a stationery haul, so I thought I'd give one a go myself. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you are new. Leave me a comment letting me know if you have used any of this stuff for bullet journaling, if you bullet journal, or if just you've used it for like making notes at college or uni or whatever, because I know that's what I used to buy all my stationery for. So yeah, let me know. I would love to know your thoughts, and I will be back very soon with another video. Bye!